welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hey, how you doing? My name is Ash. I am a makeup artist and this is going to be a makeup tag. So this is the Eyeshadow Pag 5000. This, I believe, was created by a YouTuber named Chic Geek, and I found this through Battybean's channel. It just seemed like a fun little tag, and I want to try to get more tag videos in on my channel because they are a lot of fun to film. So if you have any tag videos that you'd like me to do, please let me know which ones I should do because there's so many of them, I just can't decide. I have all the questions on my phone, and the first one is a palette you wore on a special occasion. Now, I don't own this palette anymore. I ended up getting rid of it, which breaks my heart that I did. But the Natasha Denona Glam palette. This is what this looks like. This is the makeup look that I did. This is the palette that I wore on my wedding day 3 years ago. And that was the only time I used it, was on my wedding day. It was a really beautiful palette. I don't regret really getting rid of it. I kind of regret buying it because Natasha Denona was really pricey and I shouldn't have been buying that expensive of makeup, you know, when we were getting married, but it is what it is. It's in the past. It was a beautiful palette. I really love the look I did. I did pull in another palette, which also I don't own anymore, the Carli, Bybel, and Anastasia one. I used the red in that palette, and I love the look, but I don't own it anymore. Next question is a palette you love but is repetitive. Now, I don't own too many repetitive palettes, I think. I own so many palettes, but I don't think anything's like too overly repetitive, but one that came to mind that I absolutely love is the Stone Cold Fox from Colourpop. Like, looking at it, it doesn't look like it's too much of the same, but a lot of these tones can end up looking the same on the eye, so that makes it a little bit repetitive to me. But this is a great palette, and I use it all the time, especially when I'm not filming. I end up using this because it's just easy for me. But I absolutely love it, but I kind of wish that they would have curated it to not be so repetitive and maybe make it a fraction of the size, but otherwise, I really enjoy it. The next question is a palette you got your money's worth with. Now, I could not think of what this could mean. So I went with the palette that I bought that I've used the most of. And I'm going to show it, and it's not going to look like I used the most of it, but I promise I used it quite a lot. And that is the ABH Norvina Volume 5 palette. I honestly use it mainly for the white and a few of the purples. I have a specific look that I do where it's like a bright white on the inner corner and then a pastel purple on the outer edge. I love that look. It's very blown out, very beautiful. 2 shadows, that's all you need. But I really do think I got my money's worth with this one because I used it. And technically it wasn't my money. My husband did buy this for me for my birthday when it came out. But I use it so frequently, especially for the white. The white in here is the best white I have ever tried. I love it. It shows up on my skin the best. Yeah, these are pretty pricey. They're, I think, $60 or $65. So pricey. But I've used it enough times to justify the price on it, and that's all I can hope for. Anyways, the next question is a palette that is an amazing deal, and the first one that came to mind was this from Profusion. This is the Delightful Dahlia palette. It's just a little 5-pan palette. It does have a pressed glitter in here, so you can just like kind of count that one out if you just want the shadows. This is like $5 at Walmart. It is absolutely amazing. And if you have any other Profusion palettes, like they're not that expensive at Walmart. They are super cheap, but this one is beautiful. The next question is a quad that you love, but you wish was bigger. And I don't own too many quads, but the one that I do I really like, and this one I like the most. This is Colourpop Strawberry Sweet. It's just a simple pink palette with like a brownie pink here and 2 shimmers here. This is just such a gorgeous little quad. I can only really do 1 or 2 looks with this thing, but it's a go-to look for me. I love it. And I do wish that there was like a larger palette of this that had more of the same pinky tones, a little bit deeper, a little bit lighter, maybe like a whitish pink for like highlight, but like it's beautiful. Colourpop can do wrong, but with this one they did no wrong. Next question is you love the quality of the eyeshadow but hate the packaging, and this is the only thing that came to mind. I adore Sugarpill. I love them. I love the packaging, but I also hate it because it is this shape and it is such a pain to store because it doesn't want to really sit up and you can't really stack them, and they're cute. Not gonna lie, they are cute. All 4 of them I own, but like maybe if the end was a little like flatter so it could stay up better, but that's my only complaint. That's my only complaint about Sugarpill is this packaging, even though I love it. I love the design, but I hate the practicality of it. The next question is show your dream palette with singles. And unfortunately, I gotta skip over this one because I don't own that many single shadows. I am a palette girl through and through. I probably own less than 10 single shadows and I just don't reach for them. So I'm not even gonna answer that question. And the next one is palettes you like to combine together. So this goes back to my Norvina Volume 5 palette and the Glamlite and Mikayla Part 2 10 pan palettes. I combine these two all the time. Like, they don't really seem like they would go together, but I make it work. And usually, to be honest, I do a neutral look. So I'll take the white in here and then I'll go in with the browns and I'll do the super intense white and then the brown on the outer edge, and that is what I use those combinations for, and it is my go-to combination. I do it all the time. I don't do makeup every day and I don't film every makeup look I do, but when I do makeup and I'm not filming and I just want to look cute for the day, I go for those 2 palettes. The next question is a large palette that you wish you were smaller, and I'm cheating on this one because I'm just choosing my largest palette. I haven't even used this one yet. This is the Bright palette from Beauty Bay. This thing is huge. Like, I feel like it could be a little bit smaller. I mean, I like it. I like the color range in here, but I feel like it could be a little smaller. These aren't all mattes. There are shimmers in here. So it's similar to the Blends palette from Blend Bunny, but not really. Like, it's cute, but it is so huge. My Anastasia palettes are pretty big, much bigger. Colourpop palette, much bigger. Alright, and the last question is an eyeshadow palette that you wish had a matching face palette to. I have a vision for this one, so hear me out. The Hallobean palette from Battybean and Shroud. Okay, this is the inside, but could you imagine a matchy yellowy blush, a matchy like orangey blush, a very fall warm Halloween palette? You see the vision? A blush and highlight palette, a face palette that way. Matching this? Could you imagine? Could you imagine? This and the It's Freakin Bats palette are some of my favorite palettes, and if they had matching face palettes, like a combination of the two in one face palette, like Shroud. Shroud and Battybean, please do that. That would be amazing. Alright, and that's it for the tag. This was very fun to do. It was very simple. Kind of hard to like figure out what I wanted to put in each category, but I think I did okay. So I will put the questions and who created this and everything down in the description below in case you want to do it. But let me know what your favorite palette is or what your favorite fall palette is. I think that'll be fun. And yeah, I think that's it. Don't forget to follow me over on my other socials. I'm artistryxashh everywhere, and I have my book accounts listed down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an amazing day or night whenever you're watching this, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.